Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Ben the Human Plays Vagrus, the Riven Realms. We made it to Sadirar. We have all of the stewards' requirements to get in. But let's talk to the painter first. Now that you are here, the prince's painter wishes to talk to you. While Mahadi's bodyguards unload his impedimenta, Aid and Samira stand some distance away. You can hear her reassuring words aimed at soothing her lover, who appears to still be disquieted by the fact that Samira has to remain in the painter's company until Mahadi completes all his paintings. "Fret not, my love. Everyone in Sadirar village is under the shaman's protection," she says in dulcet tones while caressing Aid's troubled face. "Nothing bad will happen here. Everything will be all right, and we'll be one step closer to being together for the rest of our lives," she pronounces softly, assuaging him enough for his countenance to shift to one of relaxation. You turn your attention to Mahadi as he walks up to you, tying an apron adorned with paintbrushes, painting knives, and other tools of his trade. "I can practically sense all the raw power emanating from up there," he says, gesturing at the cliffs lost in the clouds high above. "I came to understand that only an exclusive few are allowed to ascend to the mountain of Kor. I'm afraid I do not have the honor to count myself among them," he confesses. A sigh of genuine disappointment escapes his lips. "Nevertheless, I shall do my best as always. With the voluminous archives of the Prince's library, I have come across parchments and tomes dedicated to the windswept splendor of Sadirar village, majestically poised under the towering magnificence of the mountain of Kor," he intones, indicating the said mountain once more. Samira and Aid step closer to you, allowing their gaze to run all the way up to the loftiest of the peaks above you. Mahadi carries on. "A story of this breathtaking landscape has been unveiled before me, and from this trove of knowledge I have gleaned the necessary insight to pinpoint multiple locations that will allow me to convey the impressive sight that is the vaguely sulfur-tinged tapestry of Sadirar village, nestled halfway up the sacred mountain, whose peak is painted only but with the holy colors of the Sadirar tribes," he asserts with conviction and dedication, pausing for effect. "The legacy of their revered ancient prophet will be immortalized through the strokes of my brush," he declares with a palpable intensity. 2 weeks is all I need. Of course, 2 weeks from everywhere." He flashes a curt smile and then turns to get ready to depart your comitatus. His bodyguards, accompanied by Samir and Aid, have leave to secure accommodations for all of them in the village, from where Mahadi could scale the jagged mountainside and find his spot. They say their farewells for now, and soon all walk into the nearest street. Okay, let's go visit the Stewards Hut. Let us talk to them. See if we can see the shamans, because we have everything, right? "The stewards inform you that the Council of Shamans is very busy at all times, and so they only see individuals whose purpose is in an alignment with the spirits. The easiest way is to prove that oh, I have to gain the blessings and return here with all of them at the same time. Whoa. I don't have blessings of the waters? Did I not go back and get it? Not blessing. Oh, we only have blessing of the water. I understand. So we need to, what is the best way to do this? I think we go to Utvarar and then we try to go literally as fast as possible. Because don't they only last 2 weeks? Good Lord, I don't know if this is even feasible, but we're gonna try. Let's leave the village. The one thing I think I could try to do is like go fully mounted. But dang, that's gonna be hard. Because we'd have to reduce our people dramatically. Let's just get 4 more horses. Let's see if it's possible to make this work. So we're gonna go ahead and leave. Or actually, we can't leave right now. We're gonna go ahead and rest. So, at the very least, this will allow the painting guy to do his thing. But we need to go to Utvarar, and then try to hit all the villages at the same time, and then reach Sadirar before the fire one expires. This is gonna be a madness. I can only imagine. Let's go here. And then I guess we'll do 50%. We got up to like well-fed somehow, and I don't know how that happened. But we should send our dudes out. No succeeding. I think the fastest way would be to skirt right along the lava here, maybe? Perhaps? Around the writhing oasis? Those are really long distances to travel, though. Oh, send your dudes out again. Critical success! They found some herbs! Wow! I think I've had that happen to me once before. Amazing. Let's rest. And this is where it gets tricky. Because we can't we can't utilize our full movement. So maybe we go this way then, I guess. And then around that way? There's Vitrar. Probably gonna have to contend with some, like, sandworms at some point. Failed that time. That's okay, though. They can't always be bringing back herbs. As much as I would like that. The fact that a lot of the distances out here are 4 or more is really difficult to manage. Alright, in we go. We will get the... well, let's see here. So we're here. 2 days to get to Vitrar. Like 3 days to get to Kochar. 7 days? And then back up. It's gonna be very close, but I think we can do it without having to, I'll just sell the herbs that I found. Without having to go fully mounted, I think we can make it work. So first of all, let's rest here. Yes. Send our dudes out, maybe get some money. They did, well done. Buy the last of the supplies they have. And then, now, go to the Shamans Hall. Ask for blessing. The blessing of flame. I don't know what a blessing of spirits does, but we got the blessing of... We have to pay? You cheapskates! Alright. We've done it. What is our... How long does the blessing last? 14 days. So we have 14 days to get to Sadirar while hitting the other 3 villages. So let's go as fast as we possibly can. Now, I know the sandworms are definitely going to attack me, because that's how they do. I wonder if it would be worth doing some forced marching. Our obedience is off? That's interesting. I'm gonna do it. It took off some vigor, took off some morale. I'm thinking the way I'm gonna handle this is do normal rations, do forced marching, not every day, but every once in a while, just to give yourself that extra boost to reach where you need to go. So go to the Oasis, visit the shamans, ask for their blessing, blessings of water, we pay them, and then we leave. Goodbye. No, we don't. We will leave next turn. But it looks like Kochar is due west, which is a little tricky because we kind of have to go up and around. But I think the best way to go would be like around and then that way. I can see it down there. So I guess we'll rest in the Manzio today. We can only sleep on the floor. It might as well work around town since we have the extra movement. Got some money out of it. Head out. Get our full movement buff. Please no worms. I don't want to deal with worms right now. And we're back up to full 9s, so we'll do some marching tomorrow. Down. And then we could do a full march out to here. So we will do that. And then what's the best way? Because we'll go here. wonder. So this would be 12 to get to there. 11. This would be like... I think it's best if we go down. That way. We shall camp. Oh, don't send your dudes out. They're already tired enough as it is. Everybody's still well fed, which is probably helping with the forced marching that we've been doing. And then we're back up to 9 after today, so we'll do some forced marching tomorrow. Right, we've reached Kochar. Oh, we didn't find them. Oh, we did find them. Or maybe we didn't. I don't know what happened. To the Shamans Court? Zangos? Who is this? Terrors of the Spirit? Let's go to the Shamans first. There's a guy named Zangos who's terrorizing Imperials? Let's ask for a blessing. Blessing of the Wind. Do something else. Let's ask about Zangos. The Council of Shamans falls silent upon the mention of Zangos. Most of them do not even look at you. It is clear from their reaction that the issue of the insurgent warrior is a divisive and unpleasant one among their kin. But you do not relent, and so the Shamans discuss it briefly in their native tongue before coming to a decision. They trust you as a close ally and they decide to help. One of the Shamans draws you aside while the other continue talking about other matters. Zangos has been here quite a few times recently, he tells you quietly. Recruiting, stirring up trouble. Many of our people, especially the younger ones, are susceptible to his manipulation. He even had some backing from the council, but the elders believe he and his cause are trouble. Even though they did not put a stop to his actions, the council advised Zangos to leave, which he did, but not before taking a handful of our warriors, defying the Shamans. You ask him if they know where you could find him. North and east. This is where you should travel until you reach Flametier Lake. Go around it, on the eastern side close to the lava flows. Zangos and his followers have a camp. I cannot guarantee he will be there, but even if he isn't, you can perhaps find out where he went. The elders want this to be over, so the relationships with the Imperials return to being what they were. Now go now, Wanderer, and speak of this no more before this council. That is where you will go to look for him. I don't know where I heard of Zangos, but apparently we were tasked with hunting him once upon a time. Thank you for the blessing. Have a nice day. We're doing good on food, I think. We can get more in Sadirar, so I'm not super concerned about that. And it looks like HR is due west of here. So let's go ahead and boost our movement and then save the marching for tomorrow. We'll send people out and try to get some supplies. They succeeded. Good job. They've done a pretty good job this outing, I will say. Got some herbs. Let's go ahead and force march to here. It's almost our full march movement. Oh, can I lure you away? What do I got for luring? Beast lures? Is this gonna work? It's a 99% chance to work. Can I get it to 100? I can if I give them literally everything I have. But I think we can sit at 99. Flee! It worked, I think. Yes! I don't need a heal, but sure. Let me out of here. They took some supplies. You know, dealing with the worms, I'm totally okay with that. I would fight them if I had... if I wasn't, like, on a task right now. I have things to do. Alright, into the mountainside. The Gift of Earth? Oh, right, they give me minerals. Sure. Shaman's Cavern. Ask for the blessing. Blessing of Earth. Thank you. And thanks for the crystal as well. I forgot that they give me that stuff every once in a while, if I ever come back out here. Looks like we'll have to stay here. Sort these guys. Can I just sell you your crystal back? That'd be very funny. Although it seems like they have quite a few. So, maybe not. Oh, I wonder, actually, can you buy Flava Crystal here and, like, sell it in Avernum, for example? You could buy for 20... Not even close. Okay, never mind. I'm sorry I entertained the idea. Alright, fill out our supplies a little bit. And then we will rest in the Manzio. Put them to work. Good job. And then leave. And then we head northeast-ish. So like that. And then there. The wind dies down and nothing bad happened. Thank you for being merciful. And it looks like... Okay, Sadirar right there. Looks like the best way to go would be there, over, and then up. Or I guess up this way instead of this way, essentially, is what I was thinking. One more day. And I want to... Oh, I didn't want to rest. I wanted to see if I can Yes, I can force march my way all the way into the city. We've done it. To the village. We will check with him in a second. Yeah, we did it. Yes. Oh my god, what a mess. I wonder how many days... I should check to see after we do this how many days left I had on the flame blessing. The stewards take you to the gate in the inner wall where the honor guard of the Overtribe's shamans summons an apprentice shaman. She takes a good look at you and then bows her head, sings the ritualistic song of invitation to the trusted circle of Sadirar's council. Once inside, she takes you to a hut where she is joined by a young shaman in earth-colored garbs. He introduces himself as Ekra. Once he dismisses the apprentice, he invites you to sit in his hut while you talk. I have wanted to have a little chat, learn more about you, Vagrus. We like to know our associates well, and for now I only know that you worked hard to gain the blessings of the tribes, for which you have my utmost respect. He follows in a series. What follows is a series of questions well hidden in idle conversation. Yet Ekra does not hold back on answers either. You learn that he was initiated as a fully fledged shaman 3 years ago, which is very early for his age. He is a liaison between the council and those who come here to deal with them. Envoys, entrepreneurs, seekers, and holy men. He loves all kinds of music, and nothing makes him happier than to listen to something new and interesting. From now on, whenever you come to the upper village, seek me out, and I'll try to honor your request to the best of my abilities. You will probably be pleased to know that the market here will also be open to you from now on. We are constantly on the hunt for certain goods that are, well, let's just say these are special goods. You'll see. Speaking of which, I'll take you around, show you what's what, and let you know what facilities you can visit. But when you wish to deal with the council, you can do it through me. The tour involves taking a good look at the stone buildings in the upper village, including the huge spirit hall. The many windmills, awnings, and dream catchers, as well as the busily scurrying apprentice shamans, make this place a vibrant, unique place, the likes of which you have never seen before. Once you know what is what and what you have access to, you can decide what to do here. You think about your options. We gained insight, and changes occur in Sadirar. Does that mean we don't have to, like, get the blessings ever again? The blessings of the Sadirar? Maybe not. We can visit the Spirit Hall. Let's do that. Ekra complies and takes you to the Spirit Hall, which is reminiscent of an Imperial Colosseum, albeit somewhat cruder and more tribal in appearance. Inside, the chambers and corridors are crowded with people who are here to address the council. Most of them are shamans or envoys from the tribes, but there are quite a few foreigners like yourselves. You are taken to a viewing balcony where you can see the huge main hall below. This is where the great shamans are gathered. Ekra asks you to wait for a while here while he asks to talk to his fellow spirit callers about your request. The Shaman's Assembly is dazzlingly colorful, and there are members from all the tribes, big and small. While you wait, you listen to the debate, and you learn a few things that concern the council. Disturbing news about the return of the slithering sandworms apparently attacking settlements in the southern desert like Tectum Carvos. Strange voices in the wind becoming more and more intrusive since the earthquake in the southeast some time ago. Dark times abound, and the spirits are restless. Some of it you have heard before, some of it is quite new. At length, Ekra returns. Since you are blessed by the great spirits, you are a friend of the council, he tells you. They want you to know that from now on, and especially in light of recent events, you can be blessed by the shamans here to be able to harm dark spirits and malevolent abominations. This will also be possible at the settlements of the 4 tribes, too, from now on. Other than that, if you have specific business here, I can take you in to talk to them. You consider what you want to ask. I do need to give them a present. Something this way slithers added to rumors. We already know about these things. Ask about the Sadirar people. Ask about the Sacred Mountain. We already can access the Blessing of Unbinding from the Church of Oskul. Let's talk about the Sadirar people. I can tell you about my people, says Ekra when he hears your intention. We do not need to burden the council with that. Surely you know a lot already, considering that you have gained the trust and blessing of the 4 Sadira greater tribes, as well as the 4 greater spirits. But there are indeed others, many others, small tribes that do not have their own village, or if they do, it is not found on any maps. Most of them live in the deep desert, or hidden oases, or on the mountainsides in the west where no one goes. The council here has their representatives too, and speaks for them as well. I am a good example of this, because I wear garments that might make you think I am of the Atrar, but that is not true. I hail from a tiny tribe called Lenararar. Lenarar, wanderers of mountain valleys and highlands to the south, who also follow the Earth Spirit. Some tribes do not follow only one, but several greater spirits, or even smaller ones you do not often hear about. But our ancestry and culture make us one people, especially in the face of danger, specifically the kinds of danger that this council is concerned with. Let's talk about something else. Give them the box that you received from Seneschal Akir as Prince Faisal's gift. You announce that you bear a gift from the Prince Faisal of distant Kabur and place the ornate box that you have received from Seneschal Akir in the middle so that everyone can see it. Opening it, you reveal small, unassuming stones etched with elemental symbols. The shaman's countenance shifts, assuming a mix of excitement and intrigue as they all have their attention fixed on the contents of the small chest. They lean in to be able to see the stones that radiate a quiet allure. The one closest to you gently takes the elegant container, inspecting what lies inside, then gives it to his fellow council members. As the group engages in conversation, their voices are hushed and contemplative, imbuing them with an aura of shared reverence. Whispered exclamations punctuate the dialogue as they share their thoughts and discoveries with one another. After a while, the shamans of the Spirit Hall look at you and express their approval of and most sincere gratitude for the presents you have brought. They have the princes they have the princes present now. Cool. Let's ask about the sacred mountain while we're here. So you wish to hear about the mountain of Kor, most sacred for the Sadirar, Ekra strokes his chin. I can tell you about it. Let us leave the council to discuss more important matters. Your guide then proceeds to explain all there is to know about the holy mountain, at least for an outsider. You get the impression that the matters of the spirit are very intimate to most Sadirar, and so he probably leaves some things out. When you ask him about the chance to visit the summit, Ekra smiles mysteriously. Only in the rarest and most special cases does the council allow outsiders up the mountain, usually those on a spirit quest. I would not get my hopes up, Vagrus, but one never knows, of course. If anyone said that a wanderer like you ends up with the blessing of all 4 tribes in such a timely fashion, I would have dismissed it as daydreaming. But here you are. If the spirits wish one to gain access to it, they are allowed to see the summit. Talk about something else. We'll leave, I guess. Leave the upper village. Stewards Hut? No, not really. Okay, check on the printer. The painter. You make your way to the tavern where like-minded travelers congregate under the canopy of colorful awnings. You spot Mahadi savoring the sights with his finger clutching a mug. When he sees you, he downs his drink and gets up to greet you. As he closes the distance between the two of you, you can sense an enlightened air about him, evident in his demeanor and reflected in his glinting gaze and wide smile. Eager to show you his latest painting, he walks you to his chamber where he has left it. You know, Vagrus, the time I spent here had a powerful impact on me. This mountain, even after I concluded my painting for the day, I was gazing at it. I felt a connection, almost whispering that the shamans here interpreted it as the spirits trying to communicate with me. A tranquility settled upon my mind, the likes of which I have rarely experienced before. It has also awakened me to a cathartic realization. It is a testament to the benevolent greater forces that govern the world and the lives of us mere mortals, he declares, and I dare say it has left a spark that now burns inside me. When you finally arrive at his room to inspect the painting, he takes the initiative. Look at what I have painted, he exclaims, showing it to you. As I have said before, besides my artistic exploits, I had the opportunity for a little spiritual journey as well, and I must say it is positively transcendent, he says, his voice belying profound belief. As he leaves to oversee the secure stowing of his impedimenta, Samira and Ayid approach you. They both seem at ease. Samira is even cheerful. Thank you for these relaxing 2 weeks, Vagrus, the girl says with palpable elation. I really needed to get away from my worries, and I don't wish to sound dramatic, but spending time here has changed my life. Now I have a clear vision of what I want in the future. People here live in complete balance and harmony with one another and their environment. Most incredible, and that's not all. She pauses before carrying on. I have been in discussions with them, and they have revealed to me that my gift truly comes from a spiritual force. They have said I am a lightning rod that collects creative energies and transforms them into something beneficial for those who are worthy. That is certainly food for thought, she says ponderously and then steps away. Aid looks at you and while he does not say anything, his nod is reassuring. He seems to be optimistic in his own way, which is quite an achievement in and of itself. Mahadi turns back to you, patting you softly on the shoulder. Would you like to know more about this one? How this one came to be? He asks genially, gesturing at his latest work of art. Sure, why not? They join our comitatus. I created this one carefully blending the styles of great Potitus, Florius Valens, and Ayub Wahab, a renowned Tarkian painter. He starts explaining, his words filled with gravitas. You can observe the dramatic contrast between light and shadow. I have arranged figures and forms in diagonals to draw the viewer's eye to the center, where the peak of Mount Kor lies. Isn't it just the right way to represent it? He posits the rhetorical question before immediately resuming. This style was frequently used for depicting religious and mythological scenes, so I thought it would be perfect fit for such a site, such as of such spiritual significance. It truly encapsulates its grandeur and magnificence, wouldn't you agree? He asks you, and now you feel his expectation of a response. You express your agreement, and then he regales you with how his latest painting came to be, the inspiration bestowed upon him by Samira in his dreams, his artistic prowess, and the path to spiritual enlightenment realized through conversations with the shamans here. You cannot help but think his statements regarding the latter are exaggerated, to say the least. He is still in the midst of it all as he takes his place in the comitatus. Soon afterwards, he concludes his little tale. All is set then, Mahadi concludes. You catch a glimpse of Aid rolling his eyes as the painter goes on. We're ready for our final destination, the last oasis. I cannot wait to show all my paintings to Prince Faisal. He'll most assuredly love them. I wouldn't be surprised if he went all the way to Tark just to show them off. He chuckles and gives the impressive painting to one of his bodyguards. Carefully, cautions the burly man. All packed up, the painter's entourage is ready for the next journey. The last oasis is where you shall go then. All right, that is where we will head. We could probably just head directly there. 4 to 5 days. Leave the village. We will go to the market now. Buy all the supplies we can. I'm just going to sell the crystal. I don't really want to cart it around. It doesn't really look like they sell much of anything here. Exchange for news. You guys all want to go to Avernum? Why not? We're probably going to head back there anyway. Let's rest up. Don't use your people so they can recover a bit. And then we shall exchange news again, and then we shall leave. And we will head due south. Well, that was cool. I'm glad I got this the blessings worked out. I actually kind of wanted to see. Okay, we still had a few days, but I think the forced march made it, easy to get there on time. If we hadn't done that, it might have been pretty dicey trying to get there at the correct time and not lose our blessings before then. All right, so it's between Kochar and HR. I think we have to go like down and then around, maybe. Send our guys out again. We'll go here. Let's see. Can't quite see where it is. It looks like it's actually slightly to the east. Maybe it's better to go down this way then. I think, it probably is a little better to go down around this way. It might be similar distance now that I look at it, but it's fine. Oh, don't send your guys out. Rest up. Watch out for sandworms. They do be lurking. We will reach there tomorrow. Now the question is, where do we go from here? Oops. The Lonely Outpost. Let us go. Now that you are here, the Prince's Painter wishes to talk to you. Last stop, last oasis, Mahadi exclaims with profound joy. If we have made it this far, we are going to be able to finish this trip very soon, I say. My quest for the greatest landscapes shall come to completion. I can practically see it. All of my paintings gracing the ornate walls of the Prince's Palace for centuries to come, he exclaims with passion and creative bliss, only to leave his words hanging. On the periphery, Samira and Aid, holding each other's hands, are basking in the glorious view offered by the azure waters of the tranquil oasis. I have spent hours in the Prince's library to study this place, the painter declares with unshakable resolve. I have embarked on an all-encompassing quest for its very essence. My mind has been steeped in the profound knowledge contained with these treasured tomes. I am now well equipped to pinpoint the best vantage points to capture the presence of the great spirits, as the Sadirar have come to revere these hallowed grounds and their waters. Mahadi pronounces, his words resonating with the utmost appreciation for nature. You yourself take a moment to look around and appreciate the quiet beauty on display here. We are finally on the last leg of our journey, Mahadi resumes smoothly. I genuinely appreciate your efforts in helping me do this. I am aware that you are not doing it from the kindness of your heart, but in exchange for some ample recompense from the princely coffers. It matters not to me. You have facilitated all this, and you have saved my Samira, he steals a glance at his muse, and brought us all the way here. Thank you, Vagrus, he says with a genial smile and a bow of his head. You can tell he truly means what he says. Pick us up in 2 weeks and we can finally go home. While the bodyguards are unpacking their luggage, Aid is looking for a good place to strike camp. After unloading everything the painters group needs for the duration of their stay, they say their farewells for now and you are free to attend to other business. All right. Well, let's pause the episode there. It's been an exciting one. We achieved a lot. If you guys enjoyed the episode, click the like button. It helps me out a lot. If you want to see more Vagrus the Riven Realms or the other videos I have going on the channel, subscribe to the channel. That also helps me out a lot. But until next time, everybody, I hope you have a good one, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye, everybody.